Hey everyone, I'm Monica Brito and this is my husband David and we're from thatsimplelife.com. We wanted to get on here a little bit tonight just to chat for a bit, talk a little bit about our story and what we do as a business and how we can help you achieve your goals. So first a little bit about us. David and I have been married 10 years, 11 years? 10 years.
10 years.
I'm not supposed to forget the anniversary. 10 years going on 11. Maybe a few years ago, we decided that we were going to be on the quest to simplify our lives a little bit more. Living life nowadays, especially with kids and stuff, wouldn't you agree, is like super complicated?
Too complicated sometimes.
So we thought, we work too much. We don't spend enough time with our kids. We're in a massive amount of debt. And our space that we live in is too big. So when we were living in Kentucky, what was our space like?
2,400 plus another 1,200 for our basement.
Oh my gosh. So we were living in a big space.
3 levels.
And then when we came here, we decided that we didn't need that much space or we didn't need that much stuff. So we decided to downsize. And so currently we're living in 1,200 square feet, which is perfect for us as a family of 4. We make it work. We don't have a lot of stuff. We keep things tidy, organized. We know where everything's at most of the time, right, David?
Most of the time.
and we keep things very simple. So was it almost 3 years ago, we decided, hey, we're going to get out of debt. We don't want to owe any bills. We don't want to owe any money. And we had, I think it was $28,000 in debt. And that included a balance of a car payment, which I purchased very smartly and paid off very quickly, and we can talk about that at another time. So we came up with a plan, and we decided that we were going to get out of debt, and within 2 years, we had paid off that almost $30,000 of debt. So that was really exciting. So now things are much simpler for us. We can enjoy ourselves. We can pick up and go take the kids on vacation whenever we want. So it seems we have more freedom now in our lives. So we really are enjoying that. And one day I have been doing, so what I have done for work for the past 15 years is real estate and mortgage loans primarily. I have over 15 years of experience in that. I also have done a lot of house flipping, staging, furniture redesigning, that kind of thing. So I've always incorporated that into my real estate business. However, David has over 20 years of financial services experience, and one day we just had a light bulb moment, and it was like, why aren't we working together? So much of what he does is incorporated into what my clients need, and so we decided to start a business. So that's how That Simple Life came about. And we've been working really, really hard on it and the website for the past month or so, just to kind of launch. So we wanted to get on here tonight, introduce ourselves, tell you more about what we do. As far as, real estate and mortgages are concerned, I kind of help everybody on the path to home ownership. So it's not so much like, do you want to buy a house? Do you want to refinance your house? It's more like, what do we need to do to get you there? So with that, I've been able to help people actually, like us, eliminate their debt and also maybe repair their credit, get them ready to figure out what is involved in qualifying for a mortgage, how much money you need to have in the bank, how much down payment do you have, and kind of set up a plan to get you there. And then from there, I can also help you buy a house. And if you're not local, that's okay, because I have referrals. Referral partners all over the country that I have great relationships with, that I'd love to hook you up with and kind of be part of the transaction throughout. As far as what David does, he does financial planning, and I'm a little bit less educated on that subject, although recently I've really been diving into it and trying to kind of learn, and so that I can kind of help people all around as well. So I'll let you talk, David. I'll let you tell them more about what you do.
Okay, well, a financial professional for over 20 years. I'm licensed as an insurance professional as well as for investments. But realizing that a lot of Monica's clients can become my clients and vice versa, because when you look at the holistic part of any financial plan, if you're looking at buying a house, saving money for retirement, or starting a retirement plan, saving money for retirement, or even if you are retired, retirement income, any sources of income is what we're looking at, either replacing income or trying to build and accumulate wealth or even protect wealth. So all of that has to do with Monica's side of the business, including real estate, refinancing as well to save money. On my end, saving money on taxes is going to help you with the retirement plan as well. So one of the things that we look at, that I look at, and I've done this with my clients for a while, is to think of 3 buckets of money. I don't know if you can see this pretty well, but 3 buckets of money: short-term, medium-term, and long-term. So basically everything in the short-term bucket, things that come due in a year, like money in a CD, money market, savings account. So this is emergency funds in a short-term bucket. So normally you want to have a couple of months worth of living expenses here. Some people have excess funds in their savings account. And that short-term money has actually become long-term money just by default, because they've had a lot of money in savings accounts, earning low interest. Medium-term, generally 3 to 5 years. So sometimes that's mutual funds or other sorts of investments like college planning, some retirement plans, but generally education is what we're looking at there. Long-term tends to be 5 to 10 years or longer. And by the way, I think I can write upside down better than I can normally. So a lot of practice.
I was kind of noticing that right now. I was
so,
what's happening?
Long-term are all your retirement plans, like individual retirement accounts. If you work for a for-profit organization, you might have a 401k plan, or a 457 if you work for a government plan, or a 403b for nonprofit. It's those type of accounts. Another account is called an after-tax annuity. So you can also have these in the long-term bucket. 5 to 10 years is your time frame on those. So just to, again, we can identify where you have your funds. If you need a savings account, then you would start one, obviously, and try to build up a savings account for emergencies. Or if you have excess funds, you could transfer them into other retirement plans. So there's other ways to take a look at your financial situation and come up with a plan, and that's what we're here for.
That's awesome. Yeah, so David really has the whole financial aspect covered. I'm so excited to introduce him into the brand and finally work together. We've been talking about this for 10 years, and we finally just said we're going to do it. So that's really exciting. The other quick thing that I'll mention that I do as well is I help people with organization. Calendar planning is something that I offer, as well as menu planning. So if you really want to simplify your menu and cook in 30 minutes or less and make it really easy, I can help you come up with a plan for that as well. So our whole brand is just about simplifying your life, making it easier for you, having more flexibility, having more time with your kids, and just basically just being happy. Right?
Yeah, and simple.
And simple.
And debt-free.
So thank you so much for joining us tonight. I think David and I are ready for a vodka soda now.
I think so.
Oh, and by the way, this is David's first live, so tell him how he did below.
Oh, no.
So we're at thatsimplelife.com. I will post that link in the comments below, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a good night.
Bye.